as referee Cecile Hines is at the ready. Trinidad and Tobago going from south to north, and the Panamanians going in the opposite direction from north to south. They're defending the goal at the northern end, or the end with the National Cycling Center. And there is the kickoff to start this one. Trinidad and Tobago out. It's going to be an early free kick to Panama. These two teams have played each other over the years, mostly in competitive matches. But this game has great significance for both camps. Nice little header on by Cox, trying to get something started down this right-hand side as they go towards in this encounter. It's very early in this game, but as I said, it looks a picture. Trinidad and Tobago last played a competitive game almost 2 years ago, and so this is going to be a bit of a strange feeling for some of them. The clearance not a particularly good one from Forbes, and here comes Panama once again as they have numbers inside, but they decide they're going to be patient, which is a good opportunity, but a great interception, trying to build, coordinate the intended target, but a bit of an infringement. She obviously will get special attention, no doubt. Pins on the captain, making sure that she doesn't go well. This ball is bouncing around her and trying to get inside. Amelia Johnson almost got a look in there, but once again, the goalkeeper Cordoba was very alert. She had to come, and she did very well in the end, because that could so easily have gone the wrong way. Batista for Panama, trying to get forward. That's an errant pass. Trinidad and Tobago takes over possession in the middle of the field. But again, the passing probably just a little bit short at the moment, as players still trying to feel their way out. Good strong tackle, but that's a very late challenge indeed. But that was really a little bit of a clumsy challenge late in the day there, and Karen Forbes would have been lucky to get away with that as the referee played the advantage. A true ball for Cordner, but she was asking for it at her feet instead, and in the end it's going to be another throw into Trinidad and Tobago. Dikosi. Again, the pass is a short one. Cox trying to take it forward for Panama. She loses it initially, but she gets it back, and they give it right back. Hutchinson for TNT. She was trying to get Atin Johnson going, but again, it's short, and it's intercepted once more. Riley turning and twisting, and now they eventually get it over on that far side. Panama trying to PS the defense. That's a good ball, but again, very well read at the back once more by Trinidad and Tobago. Victoria Swift going over and taking care of business. So Panama looking to build. Trinidad and Tobago trying to hit quickly with more of a swift, positive balls going forward, especially trying to capitalize on the speed of Cordner. Here they come again. Cox trying to spread it out on this near side here. Castillo trying to get the cross in, but it's a wayward cross. So neither team has really settled just yet. Their pass is still a little bit short as they try to get some rhythm to see if they could get some kind of an advantage over the opponent. Kimika Forbes, her sister, on the bench today. Spot kick. Atin Johnson picks it up now for TNT. She charges forward, trying to play it onto that left-hand side. It's a nice little tackle, but just getting enough of a touch to take it away and give Trinidad and Tobago another throw-in. Campbell was the player looking to speed away, and it seems as if the player might have hurt herself with that challenge. And that is always one of the vagaries of not having played competitive football for some time. You could end up pulling something very early or just twisting something because you could practice as much as you want. When you get into a competitive arena, you almost always have to put out that little extra stretch there to make that challenge, just to deny Campbell. Hopefully she's okay. But you could just see the concern from the coaching staff as De Leon is the one who went down. But she'll have to come off for at least for one play before she's allowed to continue in the game. So now Trinidad and Tobago with the throw-in. DeCourcy right in, and there again was Campbell trying to get a first-time ball in, but she was judged to be offsides. So Trinidad and Tobago with a new-look team, some experience, but quite a couple new faces. And they're now trying to see how best they can gel together. They have a brand-new coach in Kenwin Jones, who when he picked up the job 4 days ago, another ball played forward again, but the Trinidad and Tobago defense quickly into position and doing very well there, trying to come away with it, and they do in fact come away with it quickly there. DeCourcy trying to get the ball forward, but this is where Panama will be very, very tough to beat, and that's another good crunching tackle there coming in from Belgrave. Really just going through the ball and gifting Panama a throw-in. Castillo with the throw for Panama. Still no goals. Trinidad and Tobago tackling, really converging on the ball quickly. Cordner and Atin Johnson, they're both of them in close attendance. But it's going to be another throw-in for the Panamanians. Campbell. But again, you could just see both teams are playing it very, very tightly because they're not allowing their opponents to settle on the ball at all. Atin Johnson trying to get some control of the game. This one headed into touch again by Panama. So it's going to be yet another throw-in to TNT. Cordner. She decides that she's going to leave it for DeCourcy. The ball thrown into Forbes, but she can't control it. In fact, it's picked up nicely by DeCourcy, who does well. It's changing sides now. Trinidad and Tobago deciding to go down the right-hand side. Here's Victoria Swift. She decides to play the ball forward, but it's an errant pass. And it's going to roll comfortably through to the keeper. So the ground really looks a picture. It's bathed in sunshine, but there's also a little bit of shade from the roof of the stand here at the Bolden Stadium on the western end of the ground. So when you come into that area, you find that it's partially shaded. Panama decided they're going to start from the back. Pinzon plays it over on the near side here to Castillo. Castillo decides she's going to go forward, hoping to get Cox going. But again, in very close attendance there, doing well for TNT was Belgrave, who plays for Police in the domestic competitions. Again, paying close attention there to her marker was Decosi, but in fact, she was adjudged to being pulled down. So it's going to be a free kick to TNT going the other way. And that's Martha Cox, who was committing the infringement. Cox, who plays for Club Leon in Mexico. Doing very well there is Maylie Atin-Johnson, but she can't get the return ball. Forbes was trying to get her. However, it's played over on that left-hand side now. Trinidad and Tobago having to shift sides. A lovely ball in, but it's a little bit over the head of the attacker. And Cedeno couldn't get a touch. Good header again, but Maylie Atin-Johnson thought she had won the ball cleanly, and she's not happy with the decision. Although she did make contact, she made the contact after heading the ball. She made contact with her opponent. So Panama probably feeling the effects of the hot conditions here. It's very hot. It's been a very hot and steamy day. But there is a bit of a breeze as well. Castillo looking to play this one inside, headed out by TNT, but not very far. Panama controlling it well. It's a bad pass. Cordner plays it forward now, trying to get Campbell going. She turns and goes back on that right-hand side. Trinidad and Tobago deciding to change side. The building down the right side. Plays for Cordner. She's trying to get behind the defender, but good one by Pinzon, the captain, and she intercepts the play, averting danger for Panama. Trinidad and Tobago doing very well. It was an early ball inside, coming over from the right-hand side from Liana Hines. And again, Trinidad and Tobago now deep in Panama's territory, trying to maybe win a corner. The ball stays in, and eventually it's taken over the line, and it's going to be a Panama goal kick. Campbell, the one taking it over the line. She was battling for it. Here comes Panama. They decide to come down the left-hand side now, but again, it's a ball a little bit too tight and in towards Cordner. But she again is finding herself in between defenders, and she goes down and stays down. That's not a good sign for TNT. Another good tackle, but they're asking them to play the ball out. Panama keeps it in play. Castillo decides. Now they decide that they're going to stop it. The referee, Cecile Hines, has decided that she will stop the game and allow the medical team to render assistance to Cordner, who went down after colliding with Pinzon, the captain for Panama. So just about 13 minutes or so going in this game. No goals yet. Trinidad and Tobago 0, Panama 0. Both teams huffing and puffing, but no one could really break through just yet. Panama building nicely. Trinidad and Tobago still hasn't settled this yet. A good sign. Cordner is going to walk off on her own steam, so no need for the stretcher. And again, there's just a sprinkling of support here, mostly police officers and our member staff and the media. No real supporters by any means. Remember, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, so these are all part of the protocols that the Ministry of Health have demanded in order to allow the two games to go ahead. We have a restart. Panama, again, building down that left-hand side. They're looking for some support. They decide they're going to bring it back to their captain, Pinzon. She looks up and sees that she has over on the far side Castillo, and she also has Cox there, but Cox loses out. Now, Cordner. She tries to play it forward, but again, they lose it out. Cox is coming forward with it. She plays a lovely ball down that right-hand side, but Hutchinson reads it very well indeed and gets it back to Forbes. She decides to play it to Swift, and Swift, with her back to where she wants to go, which is dangerous if you're a defender, she just sort of cleared her lines and hit it into touch for a Panama throw-in. They come forward once again. Once more, they try to get it over to Castillo. She is almost always free down this right-hand side as she looks up for some support. Her pass is not a good one. She slipped and fell just as she was making contact with it. Trinidad and Tobago now building down, trying to come down the left-hand side. And just a little bit more patience from them this time around. Belgrave plays it inside. Hutchinson plays it forward. They're trying to move it around, but the control is not very good there by Guerra. And Panama now pins on the captain. She decides they're going to come right side. And the ever-present Castillo down this right side. Cox does well, dummies the ball and plays an early ball in. This could be danger for TNT here. Slipping of her marker, looking for the shot by Riley, but she was brought down, and it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous area, almost dead center of the goal, just outside the D. And once again, it's Martha Cox who looks to be lining it up for Panama. Referee Cecile Hines making sure that the ball stays where it has been. Panama sizes this one up here now with Martha Cox looking or staring at goal. Kamika Forbes trying to make sure the wall is in position. A little dummy, and here's the kick. Put off the bar, and it bounces into the goalkeeper, and she does well. She pushed it onto the bar, it bounced down, struck her. Luckily for her, it didn't go behind her, and the rebound, she was able to gather quickly. Danger there for TNT, the first real opportunity at goal for Panama, and here's a little bit of high kick in there. The referee eventually pulls it up, and I don't think that Karen Forbes was too thrilled about it. But what an opportunity for Panama. And you have to give Kamika Forbes credit. She did get a hand to it, pushed it onto the bar. Luckily for her, when it came down, it struck her, the back of her, but luckily it didn't go over the goal line. In fact, it bounced away from the goal. So free kick now to TNT. Played up there by Belgrave, trying to get in there quickly, hoping to get among the pigeons there. Was Campbell now. Trinidad and Tobago having to defend now. Batista plays it back. She goes back for it, but they lose out on it now. And here comes Trinidad and Tobago again. But good early tackles there. Campbell can't get away from her marker. Forbes does well. This is a good ball played forward there. But once more, the ever-present Catherine Castillo is right there, the number 4, the right back for Panama, who's having a pretty good game already in this, the first half. She's been seeing a lot of the ball coming down the right-hand side. Cordner flicks it on, and the ball is played back. Millie Atkin-Johnson tries to return the favor. She's clipped as she plays the ball forward, and Salazar was the guilty party there. So the free kicks are coming thick and fast now, as maybe the fatigue or that first wind is taking its toll on some of these players. No goals yet. If you're just joining us, it's a pretty cagey affair between these two teams. But Trinidad and Tobago push a lot of numbers up. They have about 6 players in or about the penalty area as they await this free kick from Hines. As she floats it in at the back post, it bounces around in the area. Courtney with an overhead kick, but it just bounces wide of the marker, but she was the first to react to it. Unfortunately, she couldn't get the kind of power and the direction that she wanted. So some promising signs here for both teams. But so far, neither one could break the deadlock. De Leon plays it forward to Castillo. Castillo plays it to Cox. It stays in. She dummies inside, tries to play it forward. She does it well. Quick ball. If the return pass comes, it could be dangerous. But again, Trinidad and Tobago doing well. Forbes spinning, gets it back to the goalkeeper. But her clearance is not a particularly good one. Kimika Forbes. Not for the first time. She failed to really get it upfield or even close to the half line. Nice little dummy once again, Salazar. But again, Trinidad and Tobago doing well. That's a good save again from goalkeeper Forbes. She may have difficulty with her distribution, but she can save, and that has not been her problem. In fact, here's Hutchinson playing this one over the line, giving away a corner literally. I think she was trying to play it into touch maybe for a throw-in, but she kind of got it all wrong and conceded a corner, which might have been a little bit unnecessary. Now it's Panama's turn to try to put some pressure on Trinidad and Tobago, maybe break the deadlock in this game. Remember, these two teams are ranked pretty close to each other in CONCACAF and in the world rankings. Just a couple spots separating them. Trinidad and Tobago at 70 up at this time. Panama just ahead of them. Here is the kick. It played back. This one is played all the way back. The defense charges out, and the ball, that's a good ball at the back post, and they're onside. So Trinidad and Tobago will have to maybe play the second ball. Once again, Panama does well. They play one ball. They're looking for something positive. A lovely ball played over to the near side here. And here they come now. Cox, can she keep it in? No, she cannot. But again, it's a good... You could see the deliberation in the play. They wanted to get it to the back post. They had two players queuing up there at the back post. And as the defense pushed up, those two were unmarked at the back post. If the control was better, it could have been real problems for TNT. Instead, they survive. Belgrave with the throw-in. It doesn't come on the field. Or the referee's assistant said it did. So it's Panama's throw-in now. Millie Atton-Johnson trying to come away with it, and she puts in a rash tackle, and she is going to get the first yellow card of the game. It was late. It was very late on Cox, and so that's the first yellow card of the evening. Here's another ball played down. Trinidad and Tobago, the referee wasn't ready yet. And Cox was trying to really steal a match there. Carla Riley was charging forward. Unfortunately, she had to bring it back. So it's going to be another opportunity now for Cox to get this one into the area. She plays it. That's another good ball. Headed up in the air. The goalkeeper is coming for it. She's late. There's a big collision, and Panama brings the ball away. Cox again with a shot. She was feeling the pressure coming from corner and then decided to just swing at it, but she got it all wrong, and it went behind for a goal kick. But again, another beautiful ball played into the area, causing real problems for the TNT defense. And on this occasion, it was Forbes who was trying to get to it, which is, goalkeepers are encouraged to do that, but you do that thinking that you'll get to the ball. In fact, only if you feel you could get to the ball. She never got close to it. And luckily for her, it didn't fall to Panama. Another beautiful header forward. Panama winning those balls, those aerial balls in the middle of the park right now. Once again, Forbes is having difficulty getting the ball upfield. Luckily for her, this one stays in, and they get an opportunity to maybe bring it forward still. And again, another great interception there. So Panama, really, Desiree Salazar and company controlling the midfield nicely and putting pressure on Trinidad and Tobago, especially when they try to build from the back, which isn't their biggest strength right now. Here again is another miscue, and it goes into touch for a throw-in to Panama. Still no goals, although both teams have threatened, but more so Panama. A little push in the back, and the referee spots it. So that's going to be yet another free kick to the Panamanians. Kara, the guilty party on that occasion. The sun has gone in a little bit, so it's nice and cool here at the Addo Bolden Stadium. Another opportunity here for Cox to float this one into the area. Again, two at the back post, and she misses. Well. Castillo did everything right. She ran around the defense. The ball was floated in at the back post. She got there, and then she side-footed it over the bar. What a golden opportunity there for Panama. She was one-on-one with the keeper, and she couldn't hit the target. Trinidad and Tobago careless at the back here now. They give it away once more. Panama charging forward once again. Opportunity to get this one in, and it's intercepted beautifully. But once more, the pass is an errant one, and Panama able to hold on to it, intercept it, and Trinidad and Tobago having difficulty now controlling the ball. Here's another opportunity as they come forward in numbers. Cedeño trying to get to that one, but it's again cleared away, but not very far, and it's going to be another throw into Panama. They're really beginning to tighten the screws here now. Castillo to Cedeño, but again, it's intercepted at the back by Belgrave for TNT. Another throw in closer to the corner flag this time, just about a meter or so from it, or maybe 2-3 meters now as she moves further away from the flag to give herself a little more room to get a better angle. Here is Castillo's cross. Forbes having to backpedal there, but then she kept her eyes on it and watched it sail over the bar for a goal kick. 0-0 the scoreline here, TNT and Panama. Panama struck the bar earlier after goalkeeper Forbes pushed it onto the bar, having to make a save. And luckily for her, the ball hit her, but it didn't go over the line as she was very close to the line. Here she is again, not a particularly strong kick forward, and this is going to be a bit of pushing and pulling there. The referee says play on. Forbes does very well, gets it to Cordner. Cordner looking to hold up play and trying to get the ball forward. It's played away, and eventually Meliatin Johnson gets the header forward now. But again, Panama doing well in midfield as they crowd it out. And turning and twisting, Cox beautifully done. Plays a nice little ball inside, but once more, it's very well read at the back by TNT. Decosi doing well, but she gives it right back to Panama. And here's another. The referee says play on. And Atin Johnson slices past one as she charges forward now. Has room on this left-hand side here where she's looking for some assistance. Campbell still going. Goes past another one. Looks up. Sees only Cordner in there. Heads it. Cordner, but she can't get the proper contact on it. She was stretching to get there, and she just couldn't get the kind of direction or the kind of contact that she needed to get it on goal. Meanwhile, the game going from one end to the next now. It's very open as here they come again. Panama with a nice, lovely ball play back on the reverse ball, but Cedeño cannot control it first time. She does track it down though, and they have Cox free as a bird, which is danger. She looks up, threatens to have a shot. Instead, they played across. This could be interesting here. Batista plays up goal and a brilliant save once again by goalkeeper Forbes, going to her right and pushes it. It was heading into the V, as they say up in the Japanese, but she did very well indeed to get across there and make the save. So Panama now really getting control of the game, particularly in midfield. And they're really beginning to stretch the TNT team. Panama with the corner kick now, trying to break this deadlock. Still goalless. Half an hour gone in this contest, or thereabouts. We did have a stoppage earlier. There's a lovely ball played inside. Once again, the white shirts are the only ones attacking the ball. They have control of it, and eventually it's played over the line, and it's going to be another throw-in to Panama. It's left there quickly for Obaldia. She keeps battling for it. Trinidad and Tobago now gets possession, and they're trying to play it forward, hoping to get it there to Campbell, but it's a little bit too strong, and Panama gets control, played all the way back to the goalkeeper by Baltrip. Carboda decides to return the favor. Cox loses out. Forbes now for TNT, plays it into Cordner. Cordner controls it, shakes off one tackle. She looks like she was offside, so Cordner spotted that and decided against playing the ball. That's good, intelligent football from her, Maylie Atkin-Johnson. Lovely ball played onto that right-hand side. Can she get the cross in? No, she cannot. And it was just a little bit too short for Hines, and the ball was intercepted and played into touch for a throw-in. TNT will with possession now. They have the throw-in. Trying to weather this storm here by Panama, who have settled really nicely now and are beginning to tighten the screws here. Maylie Atkin-Johnson tries to get away from her marker. She does so temporarily, but now has difficulty turning and facing, looking to see if anybody is coming to support. There's precious little by way of support, and she tries a back heel, but does well. She still maintains possession as she earns a throw-in to TNT. 0-0, this one. So far, the first of two games for these teams. The throw high in the air, and it might be a foul throw. So, or is it an infringement? It might be a foul throw, according to the referee's assistant. So it's going to be Panama's throw this time. So they get possession now. Ball trip goes over there. She throws it inside here where she finds Salazar quite comfortably. And that's another infringement there. This time it's going to be another yellow card. And once more, Cordner goes down. She is really taking some punishment already in this game. And she goes down and stays down, although she's getting back on her feet. And another yellow card, this time to Panama. So both teams have one apiece, and Salazar is the player who goes in. So this is another opportunity here now for TNT to get a good cross in. They have numbers up in the box. Another 6 red shirts and another one lurking at the edge of the area. Can Hines deliver the cross? Here it is, low, but it's headed away comfortably in the end. TNT, though, still has possession, and they will get it through. The pass was not a particularly good one. Hines was looking to charge up the line, but the ball was played behind her, but the defender did well. And now we have a Panamanian player who has stayed down. And if they could go into the halftime without conceding, although that almost looked to be broken a couple of times by the Panamanians, who have really come forward in numbers. Riley, Batista, Salazar among those who are starring for Panama in this one, and of course the ever-present Castillo down that right-hand side. Here they come again. Ball played in by Batista. She switches it now to the right-hand side. It comes over on this near side. Looking out there is Abaldia. The ball played in. Player goes down, but the referee says play on, and Hutchinson plumps it forward. But Trinidad and Tobago to control it. Campbell crowded out, and the ball is given away. Once again, they have to fight for it. Atten Johnson plays it back now to DeCourcy, who plays it forward. Campbell battling for it. She's very quick. But again, she's crowded out, loses possession, and it goes right back to Panama. They have possession now, just trying to cool down the pace. Castillo, ever present down this right-hand side. She's looking for it. They're thinking of maybe playing it to her. De Leon decides yes. Now it's back to De Leon. She looks up, tries to play it over on the left side to the captain Pinzon, but she has to track it down. It's a little bit of an errant ball. The Trinidad and Tobago defense trying to push up. Panama trying to play the ball behind them as they come out. And this is good skill down that left-hand side. A great ball played in. Once again, this could be problems here. Cedenio tries to play it back. She does. Looks up. Lovely dribble just at the edge of the area. It's going to be another free kick. Brilliant skill indeed by Riley, turning her marker, and just as she was about to get away, maybe even get off a shot, she was basically clumsily upended, and it's going to be a free kick just at the edge of the area, the penalty area for Panama. So TNT, another opportunity here now. They have to defend this. Forbes has done well in goal on a couple of occasions already from free kicks. What can they do here now? The referee, Cecile Hines, brings the TNT wall back. So there are 5 of them in the wall. Trinidad and Tobago really will have to do well here to defend this one. Who will it be? Ponzan shapes, and she leaves it for Cox. Cox drills it. Cordner controls it, and she plays it upfield. And just to avert the danger, Trinidad and Tobago doing well there. The wall did its job. But here they come again. De Leon looking for some support. Castillo now on down this right-hand side. She plays a nice little ball forward. It's a little bit into the space, and Hutchinson coming across, not taking any chances, and she just bangs it into touch for a throw into Panama. Midway in the TNT half of the field, down this right-hand side, Panama 0, Trinidad and Tobago 0. Riley plays it back to the ball played inside, a header coming out there, but again, doing very well for Trinidad and Tobago was Swift. And now another ball played up. This could be Cordner's opportunity here. Ponzan did very well, the captain, to get the header away. Riley for Panama now. She has the ever-present Castillo down this right-hand side. She decides she's going to play it back to De Leon. Panama walking it now. Just trying to maybe regroup here a little bit, slow the pace. It's been a hot day, so they're obviously feeling the effects now. Lovely ball played down that left-hand side. An early ball across, but too straight to goalkeeper Forbes, who collects it gleefully and falls on it to avert danger. But again, another good early ball in from the left-hand side by Panama. And you could just see this is a much better clearance. She made great contact this time, and well beyond the half line. Maylie Atten Johnson with the header. Can Belgrave control it? She plays it just behind the back of DeCourcy, but she manages to get a throw-in, to win a throw-in for TNT as Castillo was closing in. 0-0. Coach Kenwin Jones offering some instructions and maybe some encouragement to Belgrave as she throws this one in. Campbell, Atten Johnson, trying to chip it in there for Cordner. She loses out as the ball is played in, and then this is hard tackling that the referee finally blows the whistle. But DeCourcy and company were going in there really, really hard and probably a little bit too aggressively. And they give away a free kick, but it's a free kick. If you have to give away a free kick, I would imagine this is the part of the field that you want to do it. In the Panamanian defensive third. Ball played forward now to Castillo. She goes back to De Leon. De Leon goes over to the left-hand side now. Pinzon, the captain, playing at the center of defense for Panama. She again controls it, and now she plays it back out to the left-hand side. They look up. There is plenty of support there. Great ball played into Cedeño. She comes across now. This could be problems for TNT. Here's Riley. Switches back now. She gets it back to De Leon. De Leon decides she's going to play it into space, but that's a little bit too far forward. And I'm not quite sure what kind of jets Obaldia has, but it was going to be tough to get to that. And the TNT defense breathes a sigh of relief here now. Still no goals in this encounter. Just about 41 minutes unofficially on the clock. There should be some time added on for stoppages. Here is another spot kick from Forbes, but it goes very wrong indeed, and it eventually is played back to her. This time she's able to play it out. Trying to turn, doing well. Trinidad and Tobago trying to build problems because the passes into the midfield, and they have not been very good. Control, and doing very well here. Trying to come away with it now is Belgrave. She decides she's going to play it in to Campbell. Campbell looking up, and she plays the ball. That's too strong for DeCourcy, and it's coming back at TNT. I think she needs to play that to her feet. I think Trinidad and Tobago is claiming that the throw is theirs. Panama, though, will make it. The referee allows it, and it's coming the other way. Doing well, trying to turn away is Cedeño, but she loses out. Forbes trying again to get it quickly up to Millie, but she can't get it forward there. No, Trinidad and Tobago trying to come down. Cordner with a chance. She gets the shot off, but it's charged down by De Leon, and danger averted for Panama. But they're not out of the woods yet. Trinidad and Tobago still with possession. The ball played in. Opportunity here now. Can she get the cross? She does get it in, but it's headed away nicely. Still another opportunity. Trinidad and Tobago still with possession and trying to build. A shot eventually comes, but it's not a particularly good one. And it looks as if Kenya Cordner might be in an offside position there. But this was a good opening there for TNT. But the shot by Guerra was blocked. And the deflection found the TNT attacker Cordner in an offside position. So some promising signs for TNT. As they approach time in this encounter, still no goals. So Panama doing the smart thing, trying to just slow the tempo just a little bit and maybe control the ball a little bit more. But just as I say, so they give it away, and but they managed to win it back. Trinidad and Tobago helping them out here. Light little ball played for Castillo once again coming down the right-hand side. She's ever present for Panama. Plays a nice little ball inside Riley. That's a good ball. This could be problems, but again the goalkeeper is very alert indeed. As she sensed the danger from Martha Cox closing in there and plucked it out of the air while falling down. That's a good save. It may not be flashy, but she had to make the save just to avert the danger. Bailey Atkin-Johnson does well there as she puts the ball over, but once again, Cordner's control is not the best. Because it is the whistle to signal halftime in this encounter. And as the teams leave the field, Panama probably would be the happier of the two, having come close on a number of occasions, including hitting the bar, but nothing to show for it so far. So at the end of the first 45, it's Trinidad and Tobago 0, Panama 0. Nine out of 10 times. As referee Cecile Hines send us on our way. So here they come, Panama again, quickly charging forward now, looking for some kicking room, but again it's charged down quickly by the TNT defense and cleared away. That's a captain just hitting this one forward, trying to get it to Cox. Cox battling for it there and does well. She turns away from her marker and is able to come away with it. Victoria Swift strong in the challenge there, but hustling, trying to get the ball upfield and making a meal of it at that time was Campbell. All she needed to do was just compose herself a little bit more and she would probably make a play like that 9 out of 10 times. But it's a throw-in to Panama. Throw-in upfield quickly there. Cox does well. But again, the stab forward is a little bit off target by Batista. She gets it back, though, and she gets it over to Salazar. Salazar goes to the right side where Castillo ever present. Back to Salazar. A quick first-time ball, but it's won back by TNT. Forbes loses out. And it's going to be a throw-in to Panama as they have started on the front foot here now, trying to put the pressure on the TNT defense. More importantly, probably trying to get an early goal. A chance here for Riley to get the cross in, but it's charged down by the defense. And once again, DeCourcy does well to get it away from the attacker and gets it into touch. Panama 0, TNT 0. Cox with a cross, but again it goes behind. So it's just those little things that they're just not able to finish. And I think that goes for both teams. Just the finishing right now, or just that the little bit of deliberation to make sure that they finish the execution. Riley, Cox, two dangerous players out there. Also coming into Oncedenio for Panama. Naomi Kiera for TNT. She'll be trying, she's battling in the middle of the field. And opportunity for TNT to try to hold on to possession here. Doing well. Victoria Swift turns away from one, but the ball played inside. That's a dangerous ball. Luckily for TNT, they get possession. Meliatin Johnson now, as she charges forward for TNT, plays the ball down the right-hand side. An opportunity for the cross. If it's a good one. It could be dangerous here. The goalkeeper bobbles it, and it's eventually charged on corner. Can't get her foot on it, and it stays out. Here's a shot, but it's an errant one. It was taken from way outside, not on target, but a positive move there. Naomi Guerra with the final shot, but it was way off target. But another lovely cross down that right-hand side by Hines that caused all sorts of problems there for the Panama defense, and luckily they were able to scramble it away. Nil, TNT nil. Panama just trying to maybe build it from the back now, and De Leon plays it forward, but again it's won back by Trinidad and Tobago. The ball trying to find Campbell there, but once more the defense very, very tight on the TNT players. Here is Campbell once more. She just can't get the handle on it as she would like. The pass is a little bit too far ahead of everyone there. DeCourcy was the intended target, but she too was having problems getting there before the defender. Now it's Trinidad and Tobago's turn to apply some pressure. It's another lovely ball. Millie Johnson with the header, but it bounces in front of the goalkeeper, and she makes a comfortable save. Cordoba in goal for Panama. Her kick again is not a good one. It bounces out to gift Trinidad and Tobago a throw over on that eastern end of the Bolden Stadium. 0-0 the scoreline here. As you can see, folks filing past on the highway. Some heading into San Fernando, maybe after a long day of work. And others, fewer cars heading in the opposite direction. Here's a throw. Turned nicely, Trinidad and Tobago now. Guerra. Back it goes to the defense. Swift trying to play the ball forward, trying to get it to Karen Forbes. She doesn't control it, and it's won back by TNT though, as they give it away and they get it back. Here's another opportunity now. Riley plays it down that right-hand side, but that's a ball that is way too far forward, and Trinidad and Tobago get possession of it once again. Guerra, down the right-hand side she comes, looking for some support. Swift trying to turn her man. In fact, she's trying to turn her teammate at Club Leon in Mexico. That's the ever-present Martha Cox. And Cox just cutely takes it away from her, denying her the chance to play it quickly. But Panama with possession once again, as the ball is played way over to the right-hand side by Salazar. Another return ball. This is a header towards goal, but nothing doing there. Cedeño's header just loops into the arms of goalkeeper Forbes, Kimika Forbes, for TNT. Her kick close to the half line. That's much better than some of the others. And a collision there. 4 players conversion, 2 in red and 2 in white. And it's Panama who's coming away with it now as they get possession once more. Salazar plays the ball over on the far side there, but again, coming in, one of the substitutes who's just come on and not able to get possession. But they still get a throw, says the referee. Ball thrown in quickly. Panama still with possession. Castillo does well. She gets it back, and she tries to play it forward there, maybe hoping to get Riley started. But it's a little bit too far ahead of her. It's going to be a throw-in to Trinidad and Tobago. Close to the corner, their left side corner flag. So they're taking their time about it. Ball is thrown in, but it's given away. No Trinidad and Tobago player getting a touch. Forbes now. Again, Cordner running into trouble, and the ball played in, but it's behind the goal, although it got the attention of Forbes, but eventually she was able to see it sail wide of the target. Goalless in this encounter. Both teams really slugging it out here now. They started slowly. Panama took control, struck the bar at one stage, forced the goalkeeper into a couple good saves. Forbes but she did her part. At the other end also, Cordoba, maybe the less. And Panama with possession once more. Here's Castillo going down the right-hand side. They get an opportunity to swing the ball in, but it's a little bit behind everybody. However, Cox tracks it down, and they're able. De Leon turns nicely. Panama with opportunities here now, and offsides is the call. They got the ball over to Baltrip, but she had snuck into an offside position, and the promising move came to nothing in the end. And that has been the story of the day so far. Panama with some good movement. TNT also with opportunities, but not able to really finish it off. Here's good skill, quickly done here once again, but once more, Campbell in possession. The captain, Pinzon, not able to control it. Opportunity, Campbell again trying, but she loses out as Panama Baltrip tries to get the ball forward. She gets a second bite of the cherry, and the substitute is able to get into the play. Susie Casanova. Once again, Swift doing well. One of the few Trinidadians to ply their trade in Mexico, having months doing rehab work, and eventually started playing. She's played like about 4 or 5 games for her club in the Mexican League, the Apertura, and playing at altitude. So in terms of her fitness, she should be pretty much at ease right now. That's a much better kick, probably the best of the day from Kimika Forbes. Trinidad and Tobago picking up possession. Cordner plays it forward to Forbes. She plays it on the right-hand side. Again, Trinidad and Tobago still getting possession, but read very well by Pinzon, captain. However, she can't execute it and get it into touch. It's a throw into TNT. Trying in nicely. Cordner trying to flick it away, and it just falls, almost fell to Meliat and Johnson, but eventually the ball is played in. Forbes looking to feed Campbell first time. Casanova, but the ball comes off her legs, and it's going to be a TNT throw-in. Swift to take it for TNT. Headed away, but it's kept in a little bit carelessly, but again, the target is Cordner, but she's way behind the play there. Here's Meliat and Johnson now, still trying to swing it in there to maybe tee up Cordner, but she can't get to it, and here comes Panama. Casanova does well, keeps it in play. Riley looking for some support. She said she's going to go down the right-hand side there, where she has Castillo ever present down on that right-hand side. She looks up, see she has early support. Salazar on the inside. She decides to take it all the way back to Baltrip as they just control proceeding. Obaldia, though, plays this one forward, but once again, good anticipation and alertness on the part of goalkeeper Kimika Forbes. She comes out and really kills the play quickly. Danger averted for TNT. Still no goals. Here's another beautiful kick from Kimika Forbes. Maybe she likes that angle a little bit better. Karen Forbes in a tussle there with Salazar, but she loses out. However, Trinidad and Tobago gets possession. Here's Forbes once more. Plays it way over on that far side there, trying to get Decosi going. She plays it inside once again there to Campbell. Campbell trying to come on, but she too is robbed of it. And again, doing very well indeed there is Swift. She plays a lovely little ball down the side. Cordner would use her speed here now and try to get to the end of it, but the defender read it well. And cuts it back to the goalkeeper, Cordoba. However, TNT again winning possession in midfield this time. And the ball stays in. They thought it had gone outside. It stays inside. This could be a good chance. Merely Atin Johnson plays it forward. The referee's assistant flag stays down. Here comes the cross. A chance for Forbes. She slams it against the post and it stays out. Well. Karen Forbes put it on the left foot there. She allowed it to bounce. She timed it well and she hit it well. Unfortunately, it struck the post and stayed out. Atin Johnson still with possession. Trinidad and Tobago with opportunities now. They still have Karen Forbes forward. She gets control of it. Can she get a cross in? It's a lovely cross. Here comes the keeper and she takes it out of the air. A good opportunity there for TNT, but the ball just hit the post. It hit the post so hard, it rebounded into play. And the danger was averted, and when the follow-up was nicely collected by goalkeeper Cordoba. So again, just like in the first half, the game started slowly, and then it starts to build as both teams now start to take control, especially Trinidad and Tobago now, as they get more movement down that left-hand side of theirs. They get another opportunity to, but this ball is too straight. They're trying to tee up the Kosi, but the play just a little too straight there, coming out of the back by Belgrave. TNT 0, Panama 0, as they look for the opening goal here. Lovely ball played over on this near side. Ball trip is here. She's confronted though and has to turn back. Good pressure by Hines. Swift gets possession now. She's still charging forward, still going. Maybe get a shot off. No, she does. Plays it into Karen Forbes, just a little too far ahead of her. She's not the swiftest of players, and it was just a little too far in front of her on that occasion. But great work from Swift. As you can see, her fitness is beginning to tell now as she looks so much stronger and fitter than the others. Panama trying to get control of the game again like they did in the first half. Lovely ball played back in the middle of the field as they get it over on the far side. Looking to get control, there's De Leon. Played up on the right-hand side. Here is Castillo. She is always open, it seems. She plays a nice little ball inside to Riley. Riley goes further on that far side now. Cox, can she get the ball inside? Back to Riley. Good tackle once again. Coming there and cleaning up at the back. Belgrave saving the day for TNT, but she concedes a corner, but I don't think they'll mind too much. That's a good, timely tackle, having to recover and avert danger for TNT. Still no goals in this one. We're into the second half of this game, and it certainly is going to be an interesting last half an hour or so to see which team can withstand the pressure and maybe just keep their cool the longest, because by the way this game has unfolded, it just seems as if it's just that little bit of or lack of experience that is telling here. Maybe one player just needs to put her foot on the ball and ensure that the ball hits the target or gets to her opponent, her teammate, and maybe into the back of the net. Here comes the corner kick for Panama. Another nicely floated one. Up goes the head. Atin Johnson attacks it well and gets it away, but the ball is still in play, and De Kosi comes out, clears it nicely to avert the immediate danger. However, Panama still has possession as they get the throw-in on that eastern side of the ground. Goalless, the scorer. When this game started, it started in brilliant sunshine, but there's like a nice cloud cover now over the ground, so it's a little bit cooler than it was earlier. We're in the second half. Panama trying to get something started here, and that kick was blocked partially, and no problems for goalkeeper Kimika Forbes. So Trinidad and Tobago, not having played for over 2 years, accrediting themselves very well indeed. They play a Panama team that took control of the game in the first half, especially in midfield, but now Trinidad and Tobago comes out with renewed vigor in the second half and are beginning to really showcase their talents now, maybe doing a little bit more of what the coach wants them to do. Here's a throw-in from Swift, aiming once again, trying to get it up there to Campbell, but Trinidad and Tobago battling in midfield, a handle ball in the melee there, and the referee spots it. Salazar doesn't agree with it, neither does Batista, but referee Hines was convinced, and she blew the whistle. So it's going to be a free kick for TNT. Forbes already in position, just waiting on the ball. Remember, we've had 2 yellow cards in this game so far, one by Meliatin Johnson and one by... So 1 each for both teams. And Forbes marking out her run, as they say, as she looks up and sees that there are 5 red shirts in and about the area, just looking, waiting to get to the end of this one. The goalkeeper also advances out of her area, slightly off the goal line. She's off the line a little bit, trying to maybe give herself a chance to get to the cross. Here's a shot aimed at the goal, but it's way over the bar. Not a bad idea. You could see the intent because she saw the goalkeeper coming off the line, but she hit it too high, and it goes over for a goal kick. So still no goals as these 2 teams slugging it out here now. Remember, they'll do it all over again on Monday in the 2nd game of their 2-match series. And of course, our coverage is brought to you by the folks at the Football Association. But here comes Panama now. Plays the ball forward. Nicely played in there. But again, a good challenge and a follow-up challenge once again by Hines. She is really sacrificing life and limb, as they say, but doing very well indeed. Swift, looking for some movement. Finds nothing and then loses out. Here comes Casanova. She plays a lovely ball. There's Cox plays the ball inside. This could be danger for Trinidad and Tobago. The ball inches towards the goal and it just bounces wide. Well. The goalkeeper came and there was a lovely little ball played behind the backs of the defense. The keeper had to come and she just was a little bit late there, Forbes, but she had done enough. Just enough to put off the attacker, and the Leon's effort trickles wide of that far post. Another great opening for Panama. So still 0-0 here. Actually, it looks like it was Sidenio who was the one attacking the ball there, but she just couldn't get the ball on the inside of the post, about a foot on the other way, and it would have gone into the net. Here she's again, Sidenio, looking for some support. She has it there with Cox. Cox looked like she was going to shoot first time, and then tries to play a reverse pass, but it's intercepted. Here is the Kosi for TNT, but she loses out again, and Panama has possession once more. Salazar, they're controlling the tempo now. Riley plays it back. They decide they're going to come all the way back to the Leon. The Leon decides she's going to go up that right hand side. Here they come now quickly. Riley looking for some movement. She has Cox coming to support her. She does well though. She flicks a man, but the referee says play on. Here's another short ball by Forbes. She was trying to tee it up there quickly for the Kuzi, but she loses out. Panama with possession. Cox falls down in the area looking for some kind of a penalty. The referee is not buying it at all. Cordner, her control lets her down there, but she's still able to get possession. This should be offsides. It is. Just as she touches the ball, the referee's assistant was right on spot there and raised the flag to deny TNT. So a great opportunity there. And here comes Guerra. She comes up. Naomi Guerra comes up. And going on is the number 12, Ralph, Chelsea Ralph, for TNT. So both teams making a change. So a free kick now to Panama. Who is going to get the first goal in this game? The ball comes on the near side here, once again to Baltrip. She's looking for some support, plays a nice little ball inside, gets the return ball. Again, good movement by Batista to come and support her. Batista now gets possession once again. She knows that she has the ever-present Castillo on that far side. She gets it back to the captain, though, who runs into some problems, but she does well in the end. And ball trip again, plays a great ball inside. Here is Riley turning, looking to get it over on the far side. Just as we were suspecting, they were aiming for Castillo. She has it. And then she plays the ball forward, but it's an errant ball. In fact, it goes into touch over on the far side, closer to the corner flag than it was to the goal. But you could just see Panama, just like they did in the first half, weathering the early pressure from TNT and now starting to apply pressure of their own. And they're using their midfielders to good effect and trying to maybe pierce that wall that TNT has. Here is Ralph with a nice little bit of skill, but not good enough. It's one back. And Panama again coming forward. Here is the lovely ball played by Riley. She plays it back. The shot comes over the bar. It goes. A nice quick shot from Riley. And it just sails over the bar. But again, good combination play with Cedeno and Riley there. But the shot in the end was a little too high. 0-0 the scoreline here. And I would imagine Coach Kenwin Jones would be happy with this result if it stays this way. Although I'm sure he would like to see the ball going the Panama goal. But that may come in due course. Here's Lauren Forbes again, plays a nice little ball forward, quickly trying to get somebody going, and it's just not, the leg's just not there for Hines. But Panama with possession once again. Batista, here is the captain, Pinzon. She does well, shakes one player, then plays it inside to Riley. Riley again back to Pinzon. Pinzon on the left foot, trying to get it down the right side, but Swift is there. And she plays it right back to her, as if they have their own personal thing going on. And the number 5 again, that's the captain Pinzon. She gets it down to Riley. Riley tries to play it to Casanova, but I don't think Casanova read it. And she never attacked the ball. Here comes Cedeno again, trying to regain possession for Panama. They'll get a throw in though, as the ball that was played forward to Hines is a little bit too strong. Still no goals in this encounter. Ball played in. Lauren Forbes does well. She picks it up for TNT Decosi, trying to turn away from pressure. Runs into problems here. Campbell trying to win it back for TNT. And Mary Athen Johnson stays down with that challenge. So she was stretched a little bit there when she poked at the ball, and she might have just been clipped. And she stays down. She's probably getting up under her own steam now. Remember, she's one of the veteran players on this team, a former national captain. She served the team well as the captain for a number of years. Was off the boil, but came back. But now she's feeling the effects of that tackle, and it's going to get some attention as she walks off the field, but is being attended to on the side. And the players are taking a little bit of a water break, I would imagine. And the Panamanians, no doubt, probably feeling the effects, having only arrived here yesterday. And the good thing for them is that they're staying not too far from here, so that is good for them. They don't have to travel too much. It's going to be a throw-in. It was a foul throw by TNT, trying to give the ball back to Panama. I don't think they intended to give it away by way of a throw, but now it's going to be Panama's throw. Ball trip is the one who has it. She throws it in there, and again, they're battling hard for the ball here. Once more, Swift going in very, very strongly. Cedeno feeling the effects of those tackles from Swift. Here's another ball played forward, but Hutchinson is there. She plays it inside. Hines has it, looking for some movement. Plays a nice ball to Maylee Athen Johnson, who's back on the field. She comes charging forward, looking to slip one. She does well. Can she get the cross in now? And but that's great defensive work once again, anticipating what she was going to do and coming across and sliding away with Salazar. Another tackle there, Cordner, upended once more, and you could just tell every time she's close to the ball, Pinzon not taking any chances and really just sent her sprawling there for another TNT free kick. It's at a good angle, and it's just in an inside right position, so that should be a pretty good angle for TNT, and it looks like Liana Hines is going to be the one providing the cross. Just one person, almost like a semi-wall. But this is a great angle for TNT. They could even afford to roll the ball across the face of the goal because everybody will be going in the same direction. All the players lined up at the edge of the area, and some of them are now walking into the area even more. Here comes the cross. Hines plays a lovely ball in, but it's headed away. In fact, it's not. And the shot this time is off target here. Once again, it was Karen Forbes finding herself in that spot just beyond the far post, but this time she couldn't get the ball on target. So here's another substitution. Panama, the number 17 comes on, and I'll tell you who comes off. Casanova. And coming off now for number 6. So Carla Riley, who was having a good game, she has been replaced. So Panama making some changes. They obviously want to see if they could probably nip a winner here late in the day. Trinidad and Tobago winning possession there. Swift doing very well. Here is the ball. I know I was just checking to make sure that I got it right, but it just seems as if the substitute has been substituted for Panama, Casanova. I'm not sure if she picked up a knock or something, but she came on and then has been promptly substituted now. Here they come quickly again, Panama, down that right-hand side. Here's another ball played forward, again aimed at Cedeño, but it's way too far in front of her, and she wasn't able to get Palacio. Palacio and Quintero, the two subs. Here's another cross ball, comes inside. Forbes does well. She heads it away, but not very far. And Panama, again with possession. Great ball. Cedeño plays it out on that far side to Castillo. But once again, De Courcy does well. The ball bounces back. The spin takes it back inside. And there's a ball trying to play it forward and just not able to get possession of it, Ralph. Panama with possession once again. Another lovely ball played in, this time played to Cox. She's at the edge of the area. She looks up. She has support. She played an early ball. She puts it on the right foot, swings it to the back post, and it's just headed back inside, almost giving it away. Well. They just headed it right there, and she goes down. Trinidad and Tobago under pressure here now. This could be problems. Here's the cross. Behind it goes, and it's going to be a goal kick. It was the substitute Palacio trying to get the cross in, and she couldn't get around it, and it went behind the goal. But the ball was headed back inside, right to the legs of Cedeño, but she just couldn't get the shot off, and the TNT defense gave it away, but then they took it back themselves. So real danger for TNT there. They just have to be a little more clinical at the back. You can't mess around, and the player stays down. That's not a good sign. In fact, the referee has called for the stretcher and for the medical team, and it looks like it is the very impressive Belgrave. We'll see, because she has been very, very good at the back for TNT. She has been attacking the ball, and she's also been bringing the ball out of the back whenever the opportunity arises. So she will be sorely missed if she has to go off. She's still being attended to. And if you're just joining us here, it's still a scoreless tie between Panama and TNT in game one of a two-match series. Remember, both teams are preparing for the CONCACAF Women's Championships next year in February. And those championships will, in fact, qualify teams to two major tournaments, the Women's World Cup in 2023 and the Olympic Games in Paris in 2024. So these games are very important for these players because this could be the start of a long journey for them should Trinidad and Tobago advance. But it is Belgrave who is limping off, and in fact she might be substituted, it looks like. And looking to replace her, it looks like Prince, Tanisha Prince. So TNT forced interchange. Actually, no, the friend Tanisha Prince is coming on, but it is Campbell who is coming off. So Hines has decided, or rather Belgrave has decided she'll stay on. She will continue to do the job for TNT, which is good. Another opportunity for Panama now as they try to bring numbers forward. That's a tough ball. And there is the very energetic Hines trying to get back, or Belgrave trying to get back into play there. The ball given away though, and Panama with possession again. Batista. Now it comes back to the captain Pinzon, but they played over on that far side. Cordner, who's been out of the game for long stretches, really haven't been able to work her magic. Plenty of energy, but not able to get on the ball as she would like. Here they go again. They play it at the back. Pinzon plays it back across to Castillo. Castillo, who's come inside now a little bit, looking up for some movement. They've decided they're going to come back to Castillo. She now, I would really like to see Cordner attacking this ball, because they just, as they say, running clock now with TNT. Quickly getting the ball back to Batista. She's pulling the strings. Here is the substitute, Palacio. She leaves it there. Chance here now. This could be a goal. And in fact, it comes off the post. Really and truly, a back heel there by Palacio. Still has possession. Still looking to conclude. The shot is taken, but it's blocked again. And again, a big, strong challenge. Panama on the attack. The captain Cox with the shot saved by the goalkeeper. Well. How many opportunities they needed to get the ball over the line there. They thought they had it. But again, the goalkeeper, Forbes, arriving at the last minute, plus the defense. And together, they somehow scrambled it away. Castillo with the header to win it back for Panama. Because he wins it back for TNT as the ball changes hands quickly. She's looking for some movement. Again, she's aiming it at Cordner, but Cordner is being closely monitored all the time. Another opportunity, another ball rather, played in her general direction, but she can't get the touch. Another great ball. That could be offside, but the referee's assistant says no. Palacio stays onside. She gets it back to Castillo. Castillo to Batista. Batista plays it back. They decide now they're going to just knock it around the Leon. In the middle of the park, they come with it now. Quickly, Quintero, the substitute. She slips a ball inside there. Nice control once again by Cedenio. She goes for a little run and decides to play back to Castillo, who's almost always open. That's a good ball, but it's headed away by Swift for TNT. It only comes to Baltrip. She tries to play it forward there once again, but once more, the two players from Club Leon collide. Cox and Swift. Here they come again, Quintero looking to push forward with it, but TNT able to just get a boot in there, and that will do for now anyway. Liana Hines putting in a great shift for TNT down this right-hand side. A ball trip again, plays the ball into Cox. She's looking to slip a ball inside. Great ball movement, opportunity here, but once more, look at who's there. Belgrave with the challenge to win it, and she wins out throw-in for TNT as well. Full of energy, read the play well on that occasion, and was able to deny Panama once more. Swift with the throw. For TNT headed it forward, but then it's out of touch. So it's still no goal. And TNT trying to hold on here. Panama looking to see if they could prise open the defense definitively, once and for all. They've come close on a number of occasions. Here's Cox again. She plays it inside. Again, they decide they're going to go over on that far side to Castillo. Again, plenty of time and space with it. So Palacio, the substitute. Can she get the cross in? She does, but it's ricocheted off the defender, and it's taken into touch. It's going to be, well, I thought it was going to be a corner, but the referee's assistant said it's a goal kick. So the tackle. So it's going to be another goal kick to TNT. Forbes. A couple of TNT players warming up, so maybe Kenwin Jones might be thinking of a possible. Here they come again. A lovely ball down this right-hand side. Hines plays a ball, but it's a little too timid, and it's easily intercepted. She gets it back, though, and does well. Gets it to Swift. Swift looking for some support. She runs into trouble here, and now has to track back. Batista holds it up nicely, gets it to Cox. Cox looking to play it across. She does well. The early ball, again, it's intercepted. Karen Forbes does well. Mary Atten Johnson now trying to run away with it, looking for some support. Plays it forward, and there's the ball played down the right-hand side. Cordner finally gets a chance to maybe run a bit and trying to hold it up. She does. And eventually it's played into touch for a throw-in. No room for Cordner. She's been harassed. So she's been harassed all the time. Everywhere she goes, somebody is there. And that time was the Leon who has stepped back into that center of defense and marshalling it beautifully for Panama. So time beginning to wind down here for both teams. Can somebody break the deadlock? Cordner for TNT. She's looking for some support. It comes into again to Trinidad and Tobago. Opportunity here. Here's a cross, but it's too strong. But it's headed away by Castillo. Chance for a shot at goal, but it's over the bar, just over the bar by De Costi. That would have been a real jubilation time for her if she was able to get that one to come down on that occasion, but it just went wide. Prince with a beautiful cross, but there was nobody there to really head it. The referee asking for the ball. I'm not sure if she's dissatisfied with the pressure in the one ball. She's coming for a little bit of jog. Cecile Hines. A chance here now for Panama to bring it out of the back. Ball trip with it for Panama down that left-hand side they come. She plays a lovely ball. That's a little bit too strong, and Hutchinson is going to easily slip that one into touch for a throw into Panama. They get it back, though, and here they come again with Sidenio. She plays it inside. It's one back, twisting the substitute Quintero. Now plays it down the right-hand side where it's going to be Castillo once again. The TNT defense a little bit, the market a little bit. The airs, it was a little bit too close to her. This time the ball is allowed to bounce. That's dangerous. And it's going to be Panama's throw-in. Early ball played in again. Panama trying to control from the back. And once again, they get it over to Castillo on that right-hand side. Down that right-hand side she goes. Palacio also further right. And they have opportunities. She cuts inside. She goes for the return ball. Can she get the cross in? She can. It's hooked back. Luckily for TNT, it's again one back. And Hines was the one who was able to come and receive it. Trinidad and Tobago now trying to pull away. Lovely ball by Prince. Can she play the ball forward here now? Mary Atten Johnson, she decides to go back. And a great opportunity again, but a brilliant interception by the captain for Pinzon for Panama. And you could have just seen Prince charging forward, and the ball just blocked brilliantly by the defender. Panama with possession now, going down that right-hand side. They decide to go with De Leon. She plays it forward to Palacio. Palacio very open and given opportunities to run, show her a little bit of skill. She does the 1-2 again with Quintero, and Palacio gets it. She gets it inside. Opportunity for Cox. She tries to turn up her man. She tries to turn Swift. A little back heel, gets it to Quintero. She goes down. Opportunity to shoot. She should be in an offside position. There she is. But it's a brilliant save all the while by goalkeeper Forbes, who sensed the danger. Palacio was in an offside position, and then Forbes, not knowing that, really just threw herself at the ball and was able to block it. Brilliant save indeed from Kimika Forbes. 0-0 the scoreline here as the teams are slugging it out, trying to get an opening, which has not come so far in this encounter. So Kimika Forbes has really kept Trinidad and Tobago in this game, and to the point where they could possibly come away with a goalless draw. But they still have a couple of minutes to negotiate here. And Forbes is down at the moment, receiving treatment, so I'm sure they'll be hoping that she's okay to continue. Trinidad with 2 substitute goalkeepers, but none of them in the class of Kimika Forbes. These are youngsters getting their opportunities to be a part of the national program. You could imagine nerves and everything else playing a part. But hey, if you're going to make the grade at some point in time, you may be thrown in at the deep end. But Forbes is back on her feet, so it could be that that may not be necessary at this stage. Tanisha Palmer, or look like Malaika Didi was warming up, ready to probably come in if required. Now we're not sure what the referee Trinidad and Tobago is going to make a change. Karen Forbes is going to come off, and Morgan is coming on. Colette Morgan is going to come in to try to tighten up on defense for TNT, because quite often, almost with every attack now, Panama just seem to have greater numbers in attack than TNT positions with defenders, and they're getting opportunities. But here she is immediately coming on, but she loses out. Palacio wins it back. Here they come again to Cox, and the shot on target, but no trouble for Forbes. A brilliant ball played into Martha Cox. She took the shot, but it more or less dribbled its way to the goalkeeper. Still no goal yet in this game. Who can break the deadlock? Castillo takes it down nicely, looking for Palacio to pull away. Instead, she plays it inside again, trying to get it in there. A little bit of a collision, but doing very well. It is Sidenio, and Trinidad and Tobago now trying to come forward. The ball played in, but again, it's trying to play to Cordner, and she too is having problems. The ball again is being played in the general area where she is or where she's going, but never really to her feet where she could control and maybe attack the defenders. It's been that story all evening long for her. But it's another free kick, a handled ball from a Panamanian player. It looks like handled there by Pinzon. So it's going to be a free kick to TNT. Liana Hines. Maybe Trinidad and Tobago could conjure up a winner here in the dregs. Referee asking the player to withdraw. Now she's happy with her positioning. Here is the cross. Red shirts queuing up at the back post, but the ball is a poor one. It's underground, but how luckily for her, it falls nicely to Meliat Johnson. She controls it. Here's the cross now. It chips in, but the ball takes a deflection and it goes to the keeper. Really was hoping to pull it across the area, but the defender did well. And once again, it's the alert ball trip to get a boot in there. Now here comes Panama. And Meliat Johnson could pick it up for TNT. And she was trying to play it for Liana Hines, but Hines was hoping to get it at her feet. And it was instead played in front of her and the chance went a-begging. Panama with possession once again. The building from the back this time, the Leon. Control it. Hutchinson punts it downfield, and the ball that far side. Again, the lights fading a bit here, and the referee probably will not too long before that final whistle come. But can Trinidad and Tobago put something forward here now? They get the ball to come down the right-hand side. A great opportunity for Leon Hines. She cuts inside, tries to play the ball first time, loses out. Great tackle. And here comes the whistle. 0-0. It ends between Panama and TNT, both, and they would be happy with the outing, especially the Trinidad and Tobago team, where they haven't played football for so long, to come and get a draw against Panama, a team that is ranked ahead of them, both in CONCACAF and in the world rankings. And to get a goalless result would be a creditable result for them all the same, as they now start the rebuild of TNT.